in here.
He's not a gentleman.
That's not nice.
I know him too well. He's a building inspector. So.
We're not in the country, so we classify the gentleman out there.
Well, you're a gentleman to me.
There you go.
All right. So let's go ahead and call the meeting to order. We'll do the roll call of the officers. Tara, she's here. Denise is here. Cagney's here. Terry's here. Laura Thompson. Okay. Pam Pinkley. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry. Neva is not here. And we still have the, do we have anybody from Tri-County area? Okay. We still have that seat open. So let the minutes reflect that President, Vice President, Secretary, Treasurer, and Central Representative are present. Okay, let's take a few minutes and look at the minutes from last meeting, which was April 30th. Does anybody have anything to add to those minutes, or do they look? If they look okay, can we go ahead and approve them? Any motion from the floor?
Yes, approved.
Okay, so we have a first and you'll second? Okay. The minutes have passed.
Tara, what was the names? You don't know your names.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, sweetie. Mary, asked for the motion for the approval, and then, Terry seconded it. All right, the treasurer's report from Terry.
The balance as of last time we met was $3,763.69. I've only collected $15 today, which will be deposited in the account, which will bring it up to $3,778.69. And still doing the lunch thing?
Yes.
Okay, and as of right now, we're paying for everybody's lunch, and that will be deducted from that. And I'll send everybody out a report either next time we meet or sometime this week, next week.
Great. Can I get a motion to approve the treasurer's report? Can I get a second?
Second.
All right. You can strike the board meeting off of here because we did not have one this morning because things got a little shuffled around. I wanted to bring you all up to date. The training for our February meeting is actually, I spoke with Maria Cox from FEMA, and she is going to come in and do a presentation for us on flood zones. So that's already set, and that will be February 17th, and that will be here at the Fire Academy. And we'll do it from 10 to 4. I know that's also, you see that in the old business portion, but we'll do it from 10 to 4. Does anybody have any problems with that? Does that seem to work out for everybody? And I think the 17th is a Friday, if I remember correctly. Does that seem to work better for everybody, being able to?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And in the old business, are there any other training suggestions? Like I know we had the one for the flood certificates. Is there anything else that anybody can think of that? How many have permit tech licenses? Have actually Pass this, okay. All right. Should we have have another class on that? On the actual, because John, we could have John at our annual meeting do a class on that, again, going over the different things that you're gonna see, especially since now it's gone from 06 to 12. Did it go to 12 or did it go to 9?
It's gonna go to 12 in about a year and a half.
Okay, all
It's
right,
gonna be a while before it goes in a year and a half.
okay.
I'm just throwing, I'm
No,
helping.
you're fine,
I'm helping.
you're fine.
Couple of things I've thought of, and I mean, y'all help me, I'm just here to help, you know how that goes. You could do a class and sometime down the road on like how to give depositions and some stuff like that. We touched on it once before, but with paper and control and stuff like that, and how to keep proper paperwork and depositions and how to deal with lawyers.
Okay.
We might be able to get a lawyer to come help us out on that one, okay?
Okay.
Maybe next year's meeting for this one, just out of curiosity. It was in IBHS up in Chester's built that place, up in Chester, and we might be able to have it up there and do a tour of that facility, which is where it's like a big wind tunnel where they tear apart houses and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of the building officials haven't seen that, but I got some contacts at IBHS from North Carolina that might be able to get us in there if we plan far enough ahead.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
not the week before,
Right.
okay? Okay, we won't go there. But we might be able to do that next year.
Yeah.
That, you could do that next year about the same time.
Okay.
And that shouldn't cost you anything. You know what I mean? And if we can, I mean, we'll figure out either might get that old boy from that took your job and cook barbecue for us. Mike, Mike Landrum, yeah. Because he'll cut the barbecue just a cost for us, so
Okay.
he's done that for us before and all that. So but I know it's a little far for the coast to travel because you're talking about almost to Charlotte now. I mean, you're talking about the Rock Hill area, but I mean,
It's an hour outside of Columbia.
hour outside of Columbia, so like people from the beach and all, that's a long way to come. And I guess a hotel, we'd have to try to figure one out somewhere close because there's nothing close to this place. I mean,
Richburg's a big place. IBHS, they will let you use.
You see, I mean, Jenny's been there before, and if you get a chance to go there, you need to go there. It's one of them things, you take the extra time and just go there, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And
Well, and I think that's far enough out that we could probably, I don't know, do y'all think your building officials would be, for those of us that are on the coast and stuff?
You just have to drive up the day before and check in the hotel. It'd be the hotel cost, that'd be the biggest thing, you know what I mean? So, but if you do it far enough about, and most of the building officials know about it, so, I mean, they might,
Who says in Chester?
It's in Chester, it's out in the county, out in the middle of nowhere.
That'll be good for us.
Yeah, there are those of you that want to try.
And Jenny, how big is the meeting room?
It's a tad bigger than this, great acoustics, it'll seat probably close to 50.
Yeah.
The tour groups, they like to keep around 20,
Mhm.
and they go in, they show you some videos of what type of research they do, then they take you on the tour. Most of the time, you do not get to see a burn or anything like that, but
Yeah.
it's very interesting.
Yeah, I haven't been, I mean, that's why I wanted to go, so.
Excuse me, if we decide to do this and it's on a Friday, that's fine. But could we put the time 10 o'clock for class to start? Because I know Don's not gonna let us spend the night if it's an hour away.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I'm the same way. If I can drive it, and if it's only an hour from here, I'm the same way, so, yeah.
Well, the only problem with starting a little bit later, and especially if it's on Friday and everybody wants to get out so they can get home, and especially if you're going to the beach, I mean, you're talking about 2.5 hours to get back to Beaufort and stuff like that at least. You know what I mean? So that's what I say, you need to start something like that. I don't know. We'd have to arrange it with them and hold 9 yards and be on their schedule, so. But
Okay.
that would be something
in
that you
Richburg, South Carolina.
Where would that be?
Richburg,
Richburg, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Probably
Is there a hotel, where's the closest hotel?
in Richburg.
Is there a decent one there?
Yeah, they got about 4.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, so. I don't know the area, so, but we can find out. John, we can find that out. I know one of y'all know the area.
Yeah, what, if you wouldn't mind, if you'd find out the information for us and see like what times are good for tour times for them and stuff.
Yeah, I'll find out.
And then if you'll get that back to us, and then that way, does everybody think that would be great for our next meeting at this time of the year? If we get all the information together and we can get it put together and just like I understand where you're coming from, if we can keep it within that time frame where those of us that are coming from areas where they're not gonna let us stay the night, and we can get it to where we can do that. Does that sound like a good idea to everybody?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's kind of far out, but
Yeah, but
it's,
something like that, you got to kind of plan. I mean,
exactly, yeah, okay.
One thing, can I say one more
Yeah.
thing about that? Sure. Is that, their schedules are very hard to, acclimate to everyone else's,
Mhm.
because they have.
I think that would be great. All right. Fundraisers. Terry?
Can I ask a question?
Sure,
before
John.
we move on?
Sure.
You were asking about building code training, and we had a show of hands that had passed the ICC certification test.
Yeah.
Who was that again? Of the ones that have passed it, at least recently, did you find, I guess, two questions I want to ask is, did you find, if you went through the permit technician class, the 2-day class that England does, was that helpful at all? If it was, then the rest of the group, I guess the second question was, how many more are planning, to take it? I would encourage you to do that. I know some jurisdictions are beginning to, the building officials are looking at that certification and an opportunity maybe to get a little bit more money as an incentive, as kind of a reward, but not everybody's doing that, so a lot of it's just on your own. But we do have the 2-day permit technician class coming up in Colubmia in a couple of weeks in November, so if anybody needs more information about that, just let us know.
Great. Okay, so training, I like the idea of the deposition, because we haven't had anything like that before, that I can remember. What do y'all think for, maybe, could we do that at the annual meeting, maybe?
That's what I was thinking, something like that, something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Y'all did plan review last year, right, John? At the annual meeting, I'll talk to my lawyer,
Okay.
and I'll see if I can get him to either donate the time or do it reasonably, you know what I mean? Because I know he goes to Myrtle Beach a little bit and all of that, and he's a good speaker, he teaches at Tech down there and stuff like that, and he's very good lawyer, either him or, I talked to the one up in Walhalla. There's a lawyer in Walhalla, we did some stuff with, and he's retired, so
Okay.
and then, because you want somebody that can talk, on our level, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
We
Yeah,
have
that
Dawn
makes sense.
too.
Who?
Dawn.
Yeah, now Dawn would be a good one too, because Dawn's done a lot, she's actually a judge, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually a judge, and she works for us.
Okay.
She's down at Beaufort, does code enforcement and stuff like
I
that,
know
so,
who you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, and she's a good speaker too, so we can put something together for for that meeting.
Okay. How does that sound with everybody for the annual meeting? Does that sound like, okay, all right. And the annual meeting,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Well, it's something, I don't know if it's a very long kind of class, but record storage management. I know there's a lot of rules on.
Yeah, that was one, and I've tried to get a hold of somebody at the state, because I think you mentioned that before, and I was trying to get a hold of somebody at the state, and I have not been able to reach anybody. If anybody knows of a
I
contact,
probably couldn't.
could you?
Regarding the records retention?
Yes, because I can't seem to get anybody. Like, I leave messages, I've emailed, I get no response
I heard
whatsoever.
they had cut back a lot or something. So
Yeah, they have, and I found that if you go to their higher ups, you actually get somewhere, because that's how I got the flood for us. I actually went to, instead of going to the person that had come to a different conference, I actually went to her supervisor, and the supervisor is who's coming. So, but yeah, if you would do that, if you would look into that, and then that way maybe we could set something for a later date on that, or find out what their schedules are like and stuff. Okay, because I know you had asked before about that. I didn't forget you, I promise. All right. The annual meeting, as far as I know right now, is we're still going to piggyback off of the Building Official Association, which is in Myrtle Beach. It'll either be, I haven't looked at the calendar yet, it'll either be at the end of April or the beginning of May. It just depends on when they're actually having their annual meeting, but it'll be the same. And at our next meeting, I was thinking we could go over what we were going to do as far as the fundraiser. We weren't going to do the ticket sales. We were actually, we had a couple people that were going to make some different things, and we were going to do the silent auction that they do at their annual meeting, at the building officials' annual meeting. And then they were going to make sure that we get whatever money from that silent auction for our portions of stuff that we donated. I know there was somebody that said that they can do quilts and some other different things. So I think at the next meeting we'll start pulling that all together and seeing who can do what and who can donate what, and that way we have it for the annual meeting. Okay.
And Georgia does a silent auction as well, like Georgia Convention.
Oh, really?
They do a regular auction, a silent auction, and the silent auction does real well.
Yeah, and see that Bruce and Richard actually gave us that idea at our annual meeting, was that we should check into that.
Yeah.
So I think that they were getting us the information, and Denise and I are going to double check on that. She's going to check with Richard, and I'm going to check with Bruce to make sure that we've got everything squared away for that. For us
Because
to
you
be
could
part of
even
it.
do it. You could do it in the hospitality room or something. Depends on how many items you got. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Well, they were going to do it with their big one that they do at the.
Yeah, but
at
what
the
I'm saying
banquet.
is you need a room
to
to
have
set
it.
it all out.
Have it
You know,
displayed.
somehow.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, one of the other fundraisers. I can't talk today. Terry, why don't you go ahead and elaborate on the idea that you were telling me about earlier?
I don't know, I just had an idea where each county or each municipality could get together, or individually, or however they want to do it, and have their own little fundraiser by themselves, and have it like maybe extended over a 6-month time. You know, you can do different things, bake sales, whatever else y'all want to do, brainstorm together within your community and see what you can come up with. And at the end of that period of time, whoever raised the most money, we would, I don't know, get a gift or something.
Or a gift certificate or
Yeah,
something.
something like
What
that.
How does that sound to everybody? Does that sound like something that would be interesting to do for a fundraiser? It's something different.
And to that 6-month time would give them plenty of time to do it. Not everybody can participate at one time or another, but, you know, that's, you know, lenient if they can all get together.
Yeah.
You know, each county or each municipality, or maybe the municipality wants to join them in with the county thing and have one car wash or whatever. And
How does
just
that
say.
sound though? Does that sound like a good idea to everybody? I mean, it's not, we're not doing the tickets, we're not doing anything like that. It's something, and it'll also get the association's name out. Even though it may only be in our county, you never know who may be in the county at that time. It'll get the name out of the Permit Tech Association, and maybe we can get another big pull from these different areas that we don't have anybody from. Does that sound like something that would be interesting to do, or something that,
Why are we not doing the raffle tickets?
because we've had some people that have expressed some interest in doing other things, and like the last raffle that we did, we raised money, but it wasn't as good as the first one that we did, the first basket one that we did. And then the paintings didn't go so well, and also we have some members that they can't do it, either because of their municipality won't let them, or because of religious reasons. So that's why we're trying to kind of go a different route with it. And the fundraisers are really to be able so that eventually we'll be able to stand on our own legs instead of having to piggyback off of this or that. I mean, it's nice, but it would be great if we could do stuff on our own too. So that's really what the fundraisers are for, is for us to be able to stand on our own legs. But does anybody else have any other ideas? Do we want to try what Terry said and see how that works? That we'll kind of see how it works. Do that. Maybe start putting it together after the annual meeting and see how that works. Does that sound good for everybody? At the annual meeting, maybe we'll discuss about how that would work and how we would do it. You guys are killing me here.
It's hard.
That early?
It's hard to think about it. Yeah, it's hard to think about it.
All right. Well, we'll keep that in mind, and we'll talk about it at the annual meeting. Okay.
Well, I think the raffle that we did worked out really. I mean, in our.
Yeah, and y'all's. I mean, but
yeah,
see, that's
because it didn't have. Yeah.
It this time around there wasn't that big of a pull for it.
Like it was the first time?
Yeah, the first time it was.
Well, everybody was trying to help, I think.
Is that what it was?
First time, you know what I
Aha,
mean?
see, now we find out what it was.
No, I'm just,
Yeah.
it's human nature, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, because I think, like if one municipality only had like 2 or 3 people, it'll be hard to do some kind of a big fundraising like.
Yeah, that's true, the smaller ones. Well, that's why I said, I mean, it's just, just keep in mind, that we're looking for different ideas with the fundraisers and stuff, and if you guys see something, that somebody else is doing and you think it might work.
How about a calendar?
Calendar of what?
Of y'all.
Each calendar.
Hey!
I know Hartsville's Fire Department's doing it as a fundraiser.
Yeah, but they're nice looking.
Y'all are too.
They're really
Y'all a lot better looking than the fire marshal.
No, we're talking about, they're like, see, I'd pay for a fire marshal calendar.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'd pay for that calendar, so you know.
Do like the building officials, and like the building officials not to circulate the calendar.
There you go.
Ooh, I like that idea. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Jenny, you get to call Frank and tell him that one, okay?
What they did was, the pictures were something, but then they hit up a bunch of sponsors to pay for the calendar.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
You see what I mean?
because
They hit
put
up
them
enough
on
sponsors
there,
to pay for the printing. Okay? So anything they sold, if you got $5 a calendar and you sold 100 calendars, then that's all just free money.
That's a good idea.
That's a good suggestion.
That is,
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you could get enough, you could come to me and say, okay, John, we need $200 donation, and we'll put a little business card side ad in the calendar.
Yeah.
And then you go to some other vendor or somebody else or whatever, and just, because a vendor will spend $100 to $200 easy. That's easy.
Yeah, because that's advertising.
That's right. Don't go hit me up for $2,000.
Can we pick
You know what I
something?
mean?
Can we pick something like from each area? A picture.
But that's what I
Little
was
oak
thinking.
tree or a
That's
big.
what I was thinking.
I like the idea of the
Areas around
the
South
different
Carolina.
areas around South Carolina, and you can put what the area is. I like that.
Jeannie had a good idea, each jurisdiction pick your favorite pet, cute pet.
There you go. I like that one too.
Yeah, because people like
Okay.
pets and babies,
That's
right?
Keep it with baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because pets or something, and people's got horses and dogs and cats and
Yeah.
gerbils.
What about doing
Yeah, we could do that. We could do so many of the scenery and so many of the. Yeah, that's a good idea too. And then that way we would know which one sells better. That's a good idea too.
Well, when you print these things, the only problem you got is when you print them. I used to be in the print business years ago. By the time you print like 500 or something, let's say you pay 500 printing cost is like, I don't know, I'm guessing $5. When you go to 1,000, they're only like $6 a piece. I mean, you know, you see,
what you're saying,
no
yeah.
way, you see, no, not $6 a piece,
You,
but.
the other way, I
It's the
know,
other-
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but if you get like 500 of them, they're like $5 a piece, you get 1,000, they're like $3 a piece, or
Yeah.
$2 a piece, because once until you hit that 1,000 mark, 1,000 calendars a lot to sell now.
Yeah,
And you know, I wouldn't try to do it for next year, you know, like for 2012, because you're getting so close to the end of the year.
exactly,
But if you could get everything together by the annual meeting,
exactly, and
and
then
then
have it
about
for
the about the time school starts or whatever,
Yeah.
start trying to push them for the next year.
That's a good
You
idea.
know, so. And you could do two different ones, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you know.
Where everybody can bring a couple pictures from their jurisdiction, and then you decide.
Exactly, and
Pictures,
then-
at the one of the meetings, decide which one.
Yeah, I like that, I like
Because
that.
the ones we used to print and send out, because it got just so expensive, but we were buying 10,000 calendars at a time,
Mhm.
and they were $1 a piece by the time and that was printed, delivered to our doorstep, okay? So, but if you order like 1,000 of them, you know, I mean, then we can check the price of them, I mean, you know, but you're probably talking about $2 or $3 a piece, but if you get enough sponsors to pay for that $2 or
Exactly,
$3,
yeah. Then all the proceeds go straight to the association.
that's
That's
100% profit then.
That's a good idea, I like that.
It's good.
All right, so we will, does everybody like that idea with the calendars and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we will go over that at our annual meeting, and I like that idea of everybody start, you know, taking the pictures of the pets and of the different areas around your jurisdiction or in your area, and then we'll bring those pictures to the annual meeting, and we'll make decisions on what, you know, what's gonna go in the calendar and stuff.
Now remember, take a picture of you with your pet now.
No
We
people,
can't
no
be-
people. No people. What is wrong with you?
See, I would buy some calendar with work ladies in it. Firemen, I don't care about, you know what I mean? So
No,
you're just
see,
the opposite.
Exactly. The jurisdiction that I came from in South Florida,
Yeah,
our firemen and police officers had calendars.
okay, and they sold a tar out of them,
Oh,
didn't they?
yes, they did, because they were
Yeah.
woo-hoo. Oh. Let me be quite honest. They didn't look like that with uniforms on. Oh, yeah, they were shirtless too, ladies. Okay. See, that's what I was afraid he was going to say. Oh, gosh.
Remember, y'all being videoed.
I know. That's why you notice I'm just over here, okay.
We'll cut it out.
That part needs to be deleted. All right. We discussed the future meeting date as being February 17th. And that'll be here, and then we went over this is in the new business, we've kind of jumbled everything together, sorry guys. And then the meeting for the annual meeting, I'm still not sure just yet of the date, but I will let y'all know. Hopefully I'll have that for us at the February meeting, because it'll be getting closer to May, so,
They'll know by then.
yeah, they should.
Somebody knows now, I don't know.
You're not helping me.
I'm sorry, I just.
Also, keep in mind, the Tri-County representative seat is still open. So anybody that's in the what area is the Tri-County?
Pickens, Tacony, and Anderson counties.
How about Abbeville and all of that?
It's just Tri-County is, I believe, just Pickens, Tacony, and Anderson. At least the Tri-County building official group is the same for the county.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what we go by. We go by that, so.
Now, I did email building official in my previous jurisdiction and a couple of permit techs that used to work for me, and I kind of sent him an email asking about one of these individuals, you know, stepping up and filling that position. So
Okay.
I'm trying to send, when you send minutes and stuff, I'm actually trying to send it to those folks.
Okay, and do you have, is our website, is there a link on y'all's website to our website?
Not on mine. We
Okay.
can put one there though.
Yeah, would you do, if I
Yeah,
send
we
it
can
to
put one
you?
there. Oh, I can get the link, that's easy.
Okay, and then maybe if you send that to them in an email, they can actually, the building official especially can go online and, because I know last week I kind of pulled, I was at a conference for for some different things, and I pulled some building officials aside from South Carolina and kind of was like, hey, yeah, all permit techs
Right.
aren't, you
Oh,
know,
absolutely.
so.
Yeah, because I think the previous position was held by someone who was in Anderson County, is that right?
I think so, yes, yes.
Yeah. Now, Oconee County has, do they have a new building official, John?
We know they don't have the old one no more.
Okay.
So I don't know who the new one is.
I don't have an email address for them.
I know the old one's gone.
But I can send the minutes to the meetings to the Pickens and the
Okay.
Anderson.
And I mean, if you want to send me their information, like if you want me to maybe extend out to them, I can
Sure.
do that too.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll see if I can get some email addresses.
okay, great. All right, well, ladies, we are officially done with our portion of it. Did you have?
Yeah, I just have a question. Neva wanted me to ask this. Posting like job vacancies in our website. If
Oh, that- you
everybody's
know
gonna
what?
be okay with that.
I think that would be a good thing. What does everybody else think about that on our
If
website?
you have
Yeah.
a job vacancy.
We do.
How much they pay?
It's well, it's actually a plan reviewer zoning kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, residential.
Well, you see, with job vacancies too, I mean, post them on your website's nice, because that's on BOESC's website pretty much. But also, if you got a vacancy like for permit tech or something like that, and I'm just taking up a little bit here, but you can also put it on ICC's website.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
free. And
Okay.
everybody in the country look, I mean, if I'm a building inspector looking for something, I'm looking at that website.
Yep, exactly.
That's where I'm headed.
Do we need to ask permission from anybody,
No,
or
you
we
just have to just get the member number
Uh-huh.
from the city. City should have a member number for ICC.
Okay.
And you should be able to do it that way, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, and just post it on there, because I go in there and look and see who's hot, because you can see who in California and everybody else,
Yeah.
and it's by type and this, that, and then it can link back to your homepage and to BOESC and all of that, and give them more information, so it's,
Okay.
Yeah,
whenever time we're looking for somebody, that's where we're putting one on there,
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
so you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So everybody's okay with us putting job vacancy in our website? That's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great
That's a good
idea.
Okay, thank you.
I just had a question, because I have missed some of the meetings. But regarding the T-shirt, I still want a T-shirt.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. We were gonna do another order of those, weren't we, Denise? Is that-
Yeah.
Well, not of those kind, but I mean of the T-shirts themselves.
I mean, I'm not hating on the skinny ones, but, I'm sure it didn't fit for me. I'm sorry.
What kind of shirts were they?
Actually, she's got hers on. I was bad. I didn't wear
Okay.
mine too.
Hey.
There you go. Can you do that again? Yeah, we had. I can't
See,
remember
we
how much
hadn't
it
seen
is.
that.
Oh, you didn't. Yeah, those were because there was two different ones that they did. They did. Yeah, they did the
See, we
fitted
didn't
one,
see-
and
I
then
was
they had
back on the
that.
other one that was skin tight
Oh,
too,
no,
everything.
no.
Oh, okay.
But that is something that I'm interested in. And,
Okay.
At the
Yeah,
time,
we
it
are
was
too,
like,
they like that.
nobody was ordering or something, I don't know what may have taken place.
Yeah. Okay. So
Now, where were y'all getting them at? Anybody know?
There's actually the brochure is over there.
yeah, because I think Neva found somebody.
I think it's in this packet over there.
Is it? Okay. Well, I know, and the size thing was an issue, I remember that. And then there was only certain types of shirts that we could get.
I think she got it from. Do you remember this?
I think so.
For imprint?
I think so.
Yeah, now I know we've been buying, John, where did we get our shirts from? Queensboro, because you can order 5 at a time. And then, but they're embroidered, once they get the embroidery thing.
Mm-hmm.
And usually we get them 5 at a time, and they've been pretty reasonable there. That way you don't have to order a gauntlet of them, you know what I mean? You can
Okay.
order 5 or 10 or
Can
whatever.
you send me the information on that? Because we'll check out and see what, because I remember what this one cost.
They're just limited
so.
as far, 4 imprints real good, because we get a lot of stuff from there.
Uh-huh.
But, you just got to buy so many of them there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking for silk screen or something like that, that's good, but if you're looking for embroidered shirts, like maybe a polo shirt or something like that with an embroidered logo or something, once they get your logo, they don't charge you to do anything with logo after the first time. They just kind of keep it on hand,
Okay.
and you can put it on hats and shirts and whatever, and I think you got to order 5 at a time, which makes it a little bit,
Easier, yeah.
yeah.
What is, okay, so if you'll get me that information, and then what I'll do is I'll send out an email to everybody, and we'll get a head count and stuff, and we'll find out what the sizes are that they range from, and make sure that they have the sizes that we need, and then I will get a head count from everybody. And do y'all like that, or would y'all like an embroidered one? Like the type that you see John and the building officials wear and things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that are embroidered, or do we like the stamped ones like that?
I think we should do the embroidered one.
Yeah.
Well, that was I was kind of hoping you guys would say that. But I wasn't gonna do it.
So that's a page right there on the calendar, all of us together with our shirts on.
Well, we could do that. You know what? We could do that as the front page of the calendar.
Yeah. Oh, that.
All of us together at the annual meeting, because we have more people at the annual meeting. If we can get the shirts done before the annual meeting, that would be, yeah, exactly, and take a picture, and that could be the front of our calendar. So, that's a great idea.
We're talking like a collar with a little, like,
Well,
right there, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, we could do collared, we could do, we'll take a poll of everything and see what, well, here, we'll do it now. You can do it now. Hey. Do y'all like the collared button down, or do y'all like the regular t-shirt with the collar? Which would you prefer?
You talking about like a polo?
Yeah, like a polo type, or an actual button down. Okay. That was easy. See, look at that.
That was easy.
That works
But
for me.
can we get the prices though between?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, I mean, I can get the prices
We
of
just
both.
I just ordered shirts from me the other day,
Uh-huh.
extra large, so they charged me a couple extra dollars, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And I think for the button-down Oxford shirts like this, I was paying like $20. But I mean, that's embroidered and the whole 9 yards.
Oh, so that includes embroidery already.
That was that included embroidery. I don't think they charge you to do the stitch count at first, because that's the only big thing about the stitch count.
Okay.
A lot of the embroidery companies, they'll charge you like $50 or $100 to do the logo. Well, it's got to be digitized.
I know, yeah.
But I don't think they charge you for that. I think that's kind of a free thing, so,
Yeah,
the only thing that aggravates me is the shipping cost, but that's,
We get ours from Leslie Industries in Richland County, and they always stitch ours to the same color.
Yeah, and this one was only $12.
We get t-shirts, Oxfords, anything you want really.
From where?
From Leslie Industries, and they do all the embroidery and everything.
Yeah, that's what I say, they just,
But the cost will be way different besides a t-shirt that's screen printed to an embroidered shirt.
Yeah. I know the cost is going to be different with those, but okay. Well, John, you send me your person. If you'll send me the information of yours, because what we'll do is we'll do some pricing around. If anybody knows of any other companies that do that, go ahead and call and get a price. I will get the logo. I think, well, when I send y'all the logo that you see on our thing is actually what we'll use again, because that's our logo. So if y'all want to pull it off of there and talk to the different companies and see and find out, and then if y'all, if you guys have any in your jurisdiction, go ahead, find out, and then just shoot me an email, and we'll put all the prices together, and we'll go with whoever's got the best price. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right, we are going to do a couple of drawings, and Denise, you're going to come up here and help me.
Hey, can I say one thing before you finish your business thing? Y'all remember Vaughn Wicker that's gone to a couple of meetings?
Yes.
From ICC? Well, I got an email from him this morning, and something come up, he couldn't come today, because he wanted to come, number one. He really wanted to come today. Also, the ones that are trying to keep up with continuing education, I keep pushing this to all the classes. Go to ICC's website and make you like an ID in there. You can actually sign up and make you like a portfolio or whatever, and you can keep up with your continuing education there. Every time you go to a meeting or whatever, just go back and put it on there and do it that way.
And you can actually, once you do that, the nice thing is, you don't have to mail in your stuff. You just submit that via email to update your certification and everything. You don't have to do mail or anything else.
Yeah.
And remember, our meetings also count as continuing education credits.
Yeah.
So, and that's listed in there as well. So you just go in there and do that too.
Okay.
Okay?
Huh? 10 o'clock.
All right. So, Denise, you get to come help me.
When you update that on the ICC site, you have to have paper to, how do they know?
Then you just put in the information, and that's it. And then you
Certificate or a proof or anything?
I guess
just keep the
if
certificates. That's like me and Tara talked this morning. This afternoon, I'll make sure I get everybody's email, and we'll email you a certificate back out for this whole meeting today. Just one certificate. Keep them in case they audit you. What I understand, a long time ago, when they went to doing this renewal every couple of years, just for everybody's information, and I wasn't told this, but I was told this, they just wanted to make sure that people were still living and breathing, just to keep their list clean, more than anything else. And I mean, I haven't had nobody in South Carolina that I've ever known been audited for this thing. Because they know, like with LLR, we got to have this continuing education anyway, so I don't think you'll ever see an audit. I mean, I don't say you won't, but you know.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's just really, it's much easier than mailing them.
Yeah.
Because, you go in.
There's some on there, I just wondered if you had to have a backup for some reason.
I keep mine, but,
Yeah.
I mean,
make a
so
folder.
far, no.
All right.
All right. 049, last 3 digits.
Yes, ma'am.
Look at that. And you'll notice it's all pink.
It's pink breast cancer.
He's got it because it's breast cancer.
Can't help it, I love you.
064.
Oh. Good job, Emily. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. 057.
See, you were in the classroom this time, so see, you can't say she tried to take it.
I gave her my
Zero 056.
Ooh. Got 065.
Again?
It's this table.
This is table.
This is table. I promise.
I'll say what's going on over there, County. 063.
That's you.
That's Tara.
That's me. Don't go stuff to yourself.
Darn it. 068.
This thing pretty. Hey, draw my number, I know it's red.
Yeah.
050.
That's right there.
I just draw that one, didn't I? 068. mistake, that was my.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put that, hold on.
Y'all doing good.
I know, right? 051.
See, when you get mad at the contractor, you can throw it at him.
071.
We have plenty of those.
071?
No, nobody.
No, it's not.
She got 2 tickets.
Would you like something pink?
No,
Okay, I couldn't help it.
Get your pink in.
058?
Finally back over the other side.
Yeah.
Let's see. You got it? Oh.
back here.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be you. Matches your shirt.
Zero 65.
Ow, that's me.
Now video yourself. baby.
No.
Yeah, now you gotta turn around and video yourself. Exactly. There you go.
Thank you.
Same tickets?
No, they're the same, but not the same people that won. I've got those in my hand.
Okay.
I already took care of that. All right, where am I going? Oh,
Are you done?
yes, we're done. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting? I'm sorry, I forgot. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Adjourn.
Can I get a second? All right. I will now turn everything over to John and the fire marshals.
Well, we gotta.